Hey chat, happy Monday stream. Welcome to another week of charts and crypto live streams. Several time frames closed today. I'll be talking about some major developments going on BTC. I think it's a great day today, chat, and you'll be finding out why in just a few more minutes. I know maybe your altcoins have not been the one that have been pumping for the past week or so. Maybe they have. If they actually have, bless you. And if it doesn't, just take a look at the thumbnail today. It's time to be patient, chat. I think the best is yet to come, and having BTC show sign of strength is actually something that we want, chat. We want BTC to lead at all times before Ethereum can actually start going insane and dragging altcoins to the upside in that regard. So before I start, just wanted to ask you guys to click on the like button. If you're watching on X, hit on that retweet, that heart button as well. Follow me on Twitter, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification button on YouTube so you can know where I'm going live. I've been usually going live at around 7 p.m. Eastern time for the daily close, which was just confirmed around 25 minutes ago, chat. Into the highest daily close in history. BTC closed at 106k, 106.1, almost like a 1.6% gain, chat, into the highest daily close in history. And also we saw all-time highs today, chat. We went as high as 107.7k for BTC. But honestly, chat, I think the daily is spectacular. I really like what the daily's been doing. You had this bullish engulfing on Sunday into the highest daily close today, catching follow through. But what really is catching my eye right now, chat, is two things. It's three things. I'll start from the least important into the most important one, in my opinion, regarding the following weeks of price action. So the first one is that I conceptualized this vertical accumulation on an ascending channel. You have your three anchor points. You have your first one here, then your second one here, and then your third one here. And you can see how the hard line of the ascending channel has been respected so far spectacularly. And you had your first breakout here on November 20 when you had a daily close above the hard line, and then you caught follow through, found resistance on the upper side of the channel, and actually created this channel. Now for the second time, you had a daily close above it yesterday, catching follow through today, and now you're in the upper side of this ascending channel, and your next logical resistance is sitting at 110k, in between 109 and 110k for the next few weeks. So that's the first one that we have now an ascending channel here. It's valid, you know, as a technical channel, ascending channel that can represent this vertical accumulation that we've been talking about, you know, that resembles, you know, the price action on late November of last year. So that's the first thing. The second thing, Chad, is that today we finally confirmed this hidden bullish divergence that we were talking about for so long on the MACD histogram. You have here a low and then a lower low, and on price you have a low and then several higher lows, implying, you know, that there was a lot of sellers momentum, but the asset price is so bullish that it's just creating this hidden bullish divergence, implying continuation to the upside, implying a continuation of the current trend, which is an uptrend, Chad. So that was just confirmed less than 30 minutes ago, Chad. So hype for that. You know, yeah, you have your final hidden bullish divergence here confirmed. It's pretty discernible, right? From this low before the elections now into this momentum low from early December has now come to an end. Flip positive, you know, you went fully neutral on the MACD histogram, and now you're back to printing strong positive momentum bars on the MACD and confirming this hidden bullish divergence. So the daily is signaling continuation on the oscillators, while at the same time you're having a breakout here of the hard line of this ascending channel. So if everything is, if price actually is gonna respect the TA, we should see higher prices and an eventual breakout of this ascending channel here for BTC, given the fact that we have here this confluence with the MACD histogram and also the RSI locally here. RSI is back at 69 on the bullish control zone, back above 60. You know, you fell briefly before below 60, you know, below the buyer's control zone, and now you're back above, you know, where the buyers are in control, Chad, back above 60 points and actually closing in on 70 points on the RSI. So the second reason, which is we have good news today, it's because of this hidden bullish divergence finally getting confirmed on the MACD histogram, and also the hidden bullish, the shorter time frame hidden bullish divergence here on the RSI. It's also showing signs of life and being respected. Okay. And the third reason why today is a great day, Chad, lies on higher time frame close, on a higher time frame, you know, on two higher time frames candles that just closed less than 30 minutes ago, Chad. Actually gonna pull up a naked chart for this. If you've been watching for some time, you'll be familiar to what I'm about to pull out. On the first regard, it'll be the 3-day time frame, where you close on the highest 3-day close in history and catching follow through to the previous bullish engulfing candle. You printed a strong positive momentum bar once again on the MACD histogram. The RSI is at 75, so still above the buyer's control zone and just chilling here above 70, like staying. The RSI actually on the 3-day have stayed overbought since November 8, and it's not giving an inch back into the hands of the sellers for now, Chad. So that's pretty good, you know, showing strong positive momentum and actually catching follow through to the bullish engulfing candle. Well, like we've said, like it's not about just the pattern, it's about the follow through, and we just confirmed follow through on the 3-day. And the most important one, Chad, it's the one that I'm gonna talk right away. You know, I've been watching this time frame for months now, and it's the 9-day, Chad. It's the 9-day time frame. The 9-day just closed on the highest 9-day close in history on a 6% gain. And look at the Bollinger Bands, Chad, here. Another close outside of the bands, Chad. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it 6? No, it's 5. You have 5 consecutive 9-day closes outside of the bands. And at some point, Chad, I opened this time frame last week, and it seemed red. You know, it seemed like we were going back inside of the bands, but ultimately buyers came in and pushed this asset back above, you know, the Bollinger Bands and into the breakout zone. And why, you will wonder, why am I looking at the 9-day time frame? Because I don't know, it seems like an arbitrary time frame to look at. It's because we have the setup here on the Bollinger Bands, this compression. sellers tried twice. You have a breakdown on Bollinger Band compression, which means decreased volatility, but ultimately the lower bands held, and then you had this breakout into higher volatility on this 9-day time frame. And you want to see consecutive 9-day close outside of the bands. We've been talking about this, chat. Look at the amount of 9-day close that you had here on late 2020 and early 2021. It wasn't until you had consecutive 9-day closes inside of the bands that you had like a strong pullback. In here you had a 9-day close back inside of the band, but then you had like an immediate reversion, like immediate reversal to the upside. And then when you started getting consecutive 9-day closes inside of the bands, then the meat of the move, it was over for BTC. Altcoins kept running while BTC was doing this, but when you can also see this here in 2019, also here in 2017, once you get back inside of the bands, you usually get some kind of pullback, some chopness. And for now, BTC has not been doing that. Excuse my voice, chat. I'm a little bit, I'm not feeling under the weather, but my voice is a little bit raspy. So we just had another 9-day close outside of the bands, chat, which is implying, continuation for now until we see a 9-day close inside of the bands. So this is a huge sign of strength for BTC on the higher time frames. It means that the party it's still gonna go. It means that the party must continue until we get some kind of 9-day close back inside of the bands that might imply some kind of consolidation in BTC. Also on the MACD histogram, you're printing strong positive momentum, actually the highest momentum on the 9-day for BTC history. You can see here they're taking out the previous highs. The RSI, it's at 79, so somewhat extended but still above the buyer's control zone, and actually just continuing to creep up as price continues to just get consecutive closes on the 9-day time frame above the Bollinger Bands, chat. So that's what I wanted to start with. I think we got significant news today, really good price action. The fact that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 green 9-day closes consecutively. At some point it's gonna be a red 9-day close, but hopefully it'll be something like this one, right, which is red but it's barely red, and it won't be like a bearish engulfing or something like that. But as soon as we get a 9-day close inside of the bands, then you're at risk of having some few weeks, maybe a month and a half of sideways price action before continuing BTC's rally into higher prices. All right, chat. Look at the daily here. We were also talking about the Bollinger Bands here on the daily. You finally had a daily close outside of the bands yesterday, caught follow through today with another daily close outside of the bands, and now price is just sustaining, outside of the bands. So hopefully if we get consecutive daily closes outside of the bands, then it's implying immediate continuation to the upside, chat. So welcome to another day of live streaming, the crypto markets, the BTC price, and your favorite tickers. It's been a great month, basically since Trump got elected. It's been a wild ride. It seems like it was like 2 months ago for now, but it was only a month and 1 week ago, give or take, that Trump got elected and we entered this crazy rally that crypto's been on. So that's your daily on BTC, the 3-day and the 9-day. This is your ascending channel conceptualized. Now let's go see Bitcoin against the SPX. So BTC against the SPX did a fantastic job here, holding the former all-time high from April 2021 as support. Now continuing its rally. You know what we said about this, that historically BTC against the SPX, once it breaks the all-time high, on 2017, it went on a 91% rally after breaking all-time highs. On 2021, it went on a 50% rally after breaking all-time highs. So now, if the pattern repeats, we should be looking at least a 20 to 25 rally before the first pullback after breaking the all-time highs. So we're looking at least 19 to 20 level here before some kind of a reversal on BTC against the SPX. Let's see actually the 9-day. So 9-day also closed here on BTC against the SPX. Also a 9-day close outside of the Bollinger Bands. The 3-day also closed, catching follow through to the bullish engulfing candle. It's inside of the bands, so there's not that much edge on the Bollinger Bands. Let's see the daily here in BTC. Ooh, the daily also looks a little bit spicy here. You had a compression and volatility after 2 to 3 weeks, of sideways price action, which might be coming to an end, Chad. This might be moment in time where BTC just gets another leg higher. And you could be wondering whether altcoins are going to follow suit or not. And that's what we will be talking about in a few more minutes, Chad. So that's BTC against the SPX. Let's go see Bitcoin dominance. So Bitcoin dominance had quite the recovery after retesting this 200 moving average, and this 57.2% as resistance, but unfortunately for all altcoins, it was just another high low. And then you broke the 200 moving average, you broke 57.200, actually went into the highest daily close you have seen on BTC since November 29, back above the 200 moving average with a daily close, something that didn't happen for at least 2 weeks, right, Chad? And it closed on a 0.9% gain. So Bitcoin dominance getting back some strength, that's for sure. Printing strong positive momentum on the MACD histogram, 54 on the RSI, so that's neutral for the RSI, but printing a lot of positive momentum here on the MACD. Let's see the 3-day how it closed. So the 3-day closed pretty nice for the Bitcoin dominance bulls. It was a bullish engulfing candle. Yeah, you had a bullish engulfing here, didn't catch immediate follow through, but now it just had another bullish engulfing, getting back above 57.2%, this critical level from history. You can see here in the chart pretty clearly how it's been regarded both as support and as resistance throughout time. And also, Chad, it could be a little bit concerning regarding Bitcoin dominance going into higher prices is the fact that you didn't tap or didn't touch the 200 moving average before bouncing, which could be interpreted as a sign of strength. You can interpret this price action as somewhat buyers being in control and sellers not having enough strength to go test the 200 moving average here on the 3-day time frame. You loosen that negative momentum on the MACD histogram, and you left the seller's control area going into neutral zones at 49 on the RSI. And if you pull up the 9-day here, 9-day almost had a complete invalidation of the previous massive 5.3% loss candle 9-day close. Almost had like this was like a bearish Marubasu, and it got immediately and almost entirely invalidated today, Chad, on this on this fresh 9-day closing on a 4.6% gain for Bitcoin dominance. And the interesting thing about the 9-day, which is a good thesis, or a good argument for Bitcoin dominance bulls, Chad, is actually this hidden bullish divergence that might present itself on the 9-day time frame, right? You still need more data, because maybe the next 9-day will continue to print stronger and stronger negative momentum. But if you actually get some kind of a reversal here, you would have the argument of a hidden bullish divergence, where you have a low here, which is a higher low regarding this previous low, but a lower low on the MACD histogram, implying a continuation to the upside of the uptrend that's been going on Bitcoin for the past 2 to 3 years now, Chad. So the 9-day, well, you do need more data to imply that, right? Because this 9-day bar has been open for 30 minutes, so it doesn't mean anything, and the negative momentum could just continue to print. But if we actually have a green 9-day close in 9 more days, then you start to potentially have like that argument for the bulls on Bitcoin dominance. Regarding the Bollinger Bands here, Look at this, chat. You were not able to touch the lower side of the Bollinger Bands. You fell short. Sellers could not push price on the 9-day time frame into the Bollinger Band lower area. And actually, the lower band here on the Bollinger Bands has not been touched on the 9-day time frame since May 2021, chat. Since for almost 4 years, at least 3 years and a half, that Bitcoin dominance has not touched, the lower band. So that's crazy. That's crazy strength. So that's your 9-day and your 3-day and daily close on Bitcoin dominance. Just recovering territory here, and hopefully we'll get some kind of dead cat bounce, lower high regarding the previous high on Bitcoin dominance for our beloved altcoins to continue to outperform BTC just like they did on this past month. Let's go see USDT dominance before heading into altcoins. USDT dominance touched 3.8% again, something that you have not done since December 8. This is a critical level chart. Chat 3.8% was regarded as support. It was actually the top for BTC on March 14 of this year, but not by any coincidence, chat. Look at how 3.8% has been regarded as support and as resistance throughout time. So that's a major inflection zone on USDT dominance, which you just touched again. And also in USDT dominance, you just had the lowest daily close since December 8, and you closed on a 0.5% loss today, catching follow through to yesterday's bearish engulfing candle. You're losing that positive momentum in the MACD histogram, and RSI is at 38 once again, chat. So back inside of the seller's control area on USDT dominance. So USDT dominance also showing signs of a continuation of the downtrend. Like you also have this bearish retest to this long-term ascending trend line. We've been talking about this through some weeks now. This started in January 2018. It's been regarded as support through many times. You had a breakdown with a double bearish retest to it, and breakdowns have consequences, Chad. The trend is your friend, and ultimately here you're looking at this 3.8% level, which is I don't know, like I think that once it breaks, it's gonna have a strong drawdown, and your next logical support is sitting at 2.7%. Basically, this is up and down territory. In between 3.8% and 2.3%, it's up and down territory. You don't have much inefficiency in between, so I reckon it could be a sharp drop into lower prices. And also, chat, there's something really interesting being developed on USD dominance, which is the opposite that Bitcoin dominance, that BTC USD did, not Bitcoin dominance, my bad, chat, which is a hidden bearish divergence on the MACD histogram. Remember, chat, we just looked at the beginning of the stream. The hidden bullish divergence on BTC got confirmed today, chat. You have here, you printed the first positive momentum bar on Bitcoin, on BTC since November 25th. You confirmed this hidden bullish divergence, and USD dominance is showing signs of maturation, of a hidden bearish divergence, a continuation of the downtrend for USD dominance. So that's interesting too. Here you have your high here, which is your high, and then you have a high on the MACD histogram, but a significant lower high on price, implying that buyers tried their best. They even tried harder than on November 5th. They put down more momentum into the buy-in, but all they could do was just a pathetic lower high on USDT dominance. Let's go see a 3-day. So 3-day was actually confirmed the lowest 3-day candle close since December 5th. Nothing to say, almost like a full retracement of this bullish engulfing that closed on December 11. But for now, it's not that much that I can say. It wasn't able to invalidate the bullish engulfing, because this bullish engulfing gets invalidated with a 3-day close below here the opening of this same candle, and that didn't happen, chat. For now, you're losing that negative momentum on the MACD histogram here on the 3-day, and about to flip positive, chat. About to go fully reset it on the MACD histogram, but that hidden bearish divergence on the daily could be implying that more negative momentum might be yet to come on a daily time frame, and that could or should basically pick up the strong negative momentum once again on the 3-day time frame. The RSI is sitting at 34, so it's on the bearish control zone on the 3-day time frame. Sellers are just strongly in control on this 3-day time frame for USD dominance. Let's see the 9-day. Ooh. Yeah, this could turn out to be a nothing burger, or this could turn out to be a bad thing, because this, you could interpret this as a dragonfly doji reversal kind of candle, you know, like a really tiny body green candle with a long wick to the upside. If this gets filled into the next 9-day close, then it could it could show some signs of a reversal here on the 9-day time frame. But you're printing strong negative momentum on the MACD histogram. The RSI is sitting at 34. Given the context that we're in a bull market, I'm just gonna hope that this will not get confirmed. AKA confirmation in here, chat, means a green 9-day close in nine more days, right? So that's your 9-day in USD dominance. We saw Bitcoin dominance also, BTC against the SPX. Let's go into what's important, chat, at least for us, which are altcoins. Let's go see Ethereum. Ethereum closed on a 0.7% gain today, almost entirely invalidated within the first trading hour of the next candle. Highest daily close on Ethereum since December 8th. Losing that negative momentum in the MACD histogram. RSI at 62. So in the buyer's control zone, you do have that hidden bullish divergence on the MACD histogram, although you don't have it. You do have it on the MACD histogram, but it's not confirmed like how BTC confirmed is a hidden bullish divergence. So BTC front running Ethereum for now, which makes sense. Let's see the 3-day time frame. Second highest 3-day close of the cycle. And actually the highest 3-day close is December 5th. Losing that positive momentum in the MACD histogram. You've been printing positive momentum, bro, since September 15 that you started like printing positive momentum on the MACD histogram. On the 3-day on Ethereum, the RSI is sitting at 67, so on the buyer's control zone. Yeah, just wasn't enough, just like what USD dominance was doing, wasn't enough to invalidate this bearish engulfing candle, because in order to invalidate it, you need a 3-day close above the opening of such candle, which hasn't happened yet, but could happen very soon, chat. Let's see the 9-day on Ethereum. Ooh, the same as with USD dominance on the 9-day, but in burst, right? You have the potential dragonfly doji reversal candle. On Ethereum, you have a potential dead hanging man pattern. I know, chat, but that by now, since you're regulars and you pay attention on stream, you know what a dead hanging man candle is. But I'm gonna pull it up either way, just so you guys can refresh your memory on what we're looking at here. In this case, a green one, it could be a red one, doesn't matter. But it's not a sign of concern until you see follow through. You need another 9-day close on the red here on Ethereum in order to get somewhat concerned. Otherwise, I'm not gonna get concerned, because we have major, bullish narratives and catalysts on the horizon. So yeah, but that's on the 9-day. When BTC is closing really strong on the 9-day, USD dominance on Ethereum is not closing as strong as what BTC did. But the RSIs on the bullish control zone is at 64. You're printing strong positive momentum in the MACD histogram. Actually, the highest momentum on the 9-day was confirmed, chat, since March 13. So this could be just a nothing burger candle. If it doesn't get confirmed, doesn't catch any follow through, then it'll be just another candle, you know, on this uptrend that Ethereum is on. And since how BTC is looking, I reckon that either this potential pattern on Ethereum or the USD dominance reversal pattern are just not gonna perform or play out, because BTC is actually looking proper, and I'm gonna go with what BTC is doing here, chat. That's for sure. Let's go see Solana on the daily. Bearish engulfing candle confirmed on the daily. You lost $215 once again. Yeah, just showing weaker signs of life than Ethereum, than BTC, unfortunately. Let's see the 3-day. 3-day, nothing burger candle, down 3.8% confirmed, but you started printing negative momentum in the MACD histogram once again. 55 on the RSI, so you just fell from the buyer's control zone on the 3-day. Let's look at the 9-day here on Solana. So the 9-day, man, 9-day doesn't look that good at all, because you have some kind of indecision candles here above here, like some dojis, you know, which doesn't have much body, and then a 9.2%, you know, red candle on Solana into the lowest 9-day close since November 2nd, since before the election, chat. Above the buyer's control zone at 62, but you printed a weak positive momentum bar on the MACD histogram, which also, of course, leads me to go straight up into Sol BTC. I'm gonna pull it up on Coinbase, because you probably know what drawing I'm gonna show. Oh my god, man, can't believe this is starting to look scary. So we've been talking about this for the past few weeks, in case you're not up to speed, but this is potentially a week of distribution schematic of type 2-1. Phase A is representative of a preliminary supply sell-off here into a buying climax, onto an automatic response, you know, that creates a secondary test, aka a lower high. Then you drop into a lower low, which is a sign of weakness, and you create phase B on that drop. Then you have a nut thrust where you take out the buying climax. Then you just chop, you know, without taking the sign of weakness, into another lower high, which is our last point of supply in phase C. And then phase D consists of consecutive lower last points of supply into falling into sign of weakness. And if you fall into sign of weakness here, because it looks like, because we were talking about this here, and now pretty quickly you just lost the 200 moving average, and you're sitting close to the automatic respawn line here. So if you fall into sign of weakness and you get a drop below the sign of weakness, that's when you create, right, the phase E. You enter phase E, and this is only when you confirm the pattern. Anything that you're looking at right now, it's unconfirmed. It's just doodles on a chart. But when you enter phase E here, you drop from the sign of weakness. You usually confirm the distribution, and that's when you have a higher probability, you know, of a distribution over time, which it could be, you know, actually phase E is the downmark phase, so it could take a while, you know, just like what ETH BTC did. But basically, if you drop below the sign of weakness, that's when you just enter, you know, the distribution, and you get it confirmed. Also, you could drop into sign of weakness and then have a reversal, you know, and just was nothing. You continue higher, of course. But the thing is that when you do that, you know, you enter phase E, is when people have researched and studied this pattern. That's when you usually go short, and when you sell, because you have a better probabilistic outcome of this going to the downside than to the upside. So Sol BTC looking heavy here. You have had like 4 red candles in a row into the lowest daily close confirmed, chat. Look at this. Lowest daily candle close confirmed on Sol BTC since June 23rd, chat. On the daily time frame, the 3-day bearish engulfing candle, lowest 3-day close confirmed, chat. since March 4. So Solana losing ground to Ethereum pretty heavily here. RSI on the 3-day at the bearish control zone at the 35 points. You're printing strong negative momentum on the MACD histogram, and you just confirmed the highest negative momentum on Sol BTC since May of this year for the 3-day time frame. And let's look at the 9-day, which are also closed today, chat. 9-day, lowest 9-day close since February 15 of this year. 59 on the RSI, so still neutral, but look at the amount of negative momentum you've been constructing here on the 90 time frame, where everything seemed like it was about to just flip positive, right? The just sellers came in, and started creating fresh negative momentum on the MACD histogram for the 90 time frame. So I really hope this doesn't plays out, but if you go look at my tweet, I have like a breakdown of this pattern, and I actually give my thesis on why it could be playing out, and I think it might be pump fun. Pump fun, is just selling Solana tokens every day. Like people get onboarded, and then they just they collect fees, and hold on one second, chat. Just nicked my screen, I think. There we go. Wow, Jesse, thanks for your comment, man. Jesse's saying, thank you for all the info, help, and support. The community is grateful for all your dedication to help us all learn, earn, and grow together. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, bro, for being here. Truth be told, thanks for the kind words. We're all learning here and trying to study technical analysis, which provides an edge on the most uncertain thing, that you can work on, which are markets. TA is a great tool in order to try to grasp, into things that might give you a better probabilistic outcome in the market. So that's why we're here, trying to learn and study TA from people who have studied it for 100 years plus, and that were obviously way more smart than me. And yeah, we're still pushing. So thanks for the kind words, Jesse. So yeah, hopefully this doesn't get confirmed. Like, I would like to see a reversal on Sol BTC above the sign of weakness. I might not get it. There's still like some room to go down here. So, because if it falls to the sign of weakness, then I'm gonna be like in a bit of a pickle. Because here, this is when the trade setup gets triggered. That's like, whoops, I need to get better at doing that. So that's when you enter phase E, and this is when it gets spicy, Chad, because this is when you tell, like, okay, am I gonna fade Mr. Wyckoff here and say that this wasn't a distribution and this is not gonna play out, and just bleed against BTC, or maybe it is going to do so, and Solana is poised to underperform BTC for the coming months. And remember, Chad, Sol BTC has been going sideways against Solana's been going sideways against BTC for a full year now, chat. This has been a full year of price action, and it's no secret that Pump Fund got launched on January, but actually went mainstream on March. And you can see here since basically March that has been lower highs across the board on Sol BTC. So you know who to blame, having predatory, trades and dumping Solana tokens if this actually plays out. It's actually sort of sad. But moving on, let's go into ETH BTC, because I think that ETH BTC will be the clear signal for the alt season, and the all altcoin pump. So ETH BTC closed on a down 0.8% loss. Nothing burger, not that to be interested. Lowest daily close since December 10. Still above a strong inflection zone from history, right? This one here, in between 3,600 and 3,700 sats, has been an historic zone for inflections, either coming from the downside, even coming from below or coming from above. This levels has usually been respected from market participants, both as support and as resistance. But But chat, what have we been saying about ETH BTC is that you're on a 2-year long downtrend and you need to see some higher highs and higher lows. And the last thing we just saw was a lower high here regarding this previous high. So we're wondering when higher low, when we will get that higher low, where and when is it going to happen? Is it going to hold here, or is it going to be a confirmation low down below? We don't know, chat. But in order to get excited about an ETH BTC rally, since a 2-year plus downtrend, consistent downtrend, you need to see a series of higher highs and higher lows. So since we didn't have a higher high here, I'm looking for the higher low, then take out this high right here, then another higher low, and then now we're talking, chat. Like, that's the moment to be like, oh my god, like ETH BTC is on a reversal of a trend on the daily time frame. Much higher prices are to be expected on ETH BTC. Until that happens, we just can guess, you know, we can just pray or wait or cope that this is bottomed. And actually on the 3-day time frame was looking pretty good a few weeks ago. We had this Dragonfly reversal doji on the 3-day with a 3-day bullish engulfing candle, you know. But you've been chopping for the past few weeks. You had arguments of a reversal on the oscillators, you know, multi-month bullish divergences, you know, on the MACD and on the RSI. So let's hope that that will be enough for an actual reversal on ETH BTC. Let's look at the 9-day. 9-day, yeah, it could have been worse. It could have been a bearish engulfing candle, which it wasn't, you know. There was some absorption down here. Of course, you're selling off on the freshly open candle, but it's all right. You still have 8 days and 23 more hours, chat. RSI at 40. So, man, at crossroads right now, because 1 point below and you're at the bearish, on the seller's control area, you're in the bearish control. But hopefully we start to clock in into 50 and get more neutral. And talking about neutral, chat, you just printed the first positive momentum bar on the MACD since July 17. Don't have any kind of argument here on the MACD histogram. You have bearish confluence where you have a low and then a lower low on the MACD, and also a low and a lower low on price. So nothing to be constructed on the 9-day time frame so far on ETH BTC. Let's go see others against BTC. All right, that's the 9-day. So this is the daily. Just a quick reminder. Why are we looking at this? There's a fractal here on SUI, right? That we've been following for months now, chat, months. And others against BTC has some kind of a same setup. Long-term downtrend into historic support, you know, historic support from the previous cycles. This level, you know, quite reflective for the bears and bulls. Now held a support last year in June and this year in August, and recovered on mid-November of this year. So you have this M shape, this bullish bat harmonic. You have this M shape here, this bullish cipher into, you know, a lower low, into a type 2 return, which was a lower low, in this case the same, into a lower low in the type 2 return that was a lower low. And then you went on a spring here, and then you chopped for a few weeks, just like what SUI is doing. So as long as we don't come down here, I think you're gonna be fine. You know, you can do anything here, whatever, and then it'll do something like what SUI did here on others against BTC. So my point is, that's what I think it's gonna happen. I could be wrong. This could be just another lower high. I mean, it is a higher high actually, because you took out this high. So we're now we're wondering for the higher low. But my point is that I could be wrong. This could fail, but I'm not playing it like it's gonna fail. I'm not moving any altcoins into BTC. I'm still fully deployed on my altcoins. So, and NFTs, of course. So I'm just gonna be patient for this to do its thing, and then eventually just give the signal and actually play out this fractal, right? So that's why we look at others besides, you know, the significance of the ticker, which is the altcoin index. So let's go see to what the daily, the 3-day, and the 9-day has been doing on others against BTC. It's been selling off. You do have some lower high locally here. Close on down 4% today. Some altcoins got a little bit wrecked against BTC today, into the lowest daily close since November 23rd. Neutral on the MACD, printing strong negative momentum on the MACD histogram. For the daily time frame, let's look at the 3-day. 3-day went on a bearish engulfing candle, confirmed just almost an hour ago, Chad. Failed to close above the 200 moving average here on the 3-day time frame. That would have been nice, like to actually hold the 200, but still nothing to be worried about. You have bullish confluence on the MACD and the RSI, so not any kind of divergence in sight for now. Let's see the 9-day. 9-day also, you rejected here the 200 moving average, which was created on 2022. It's been this 200 moving average has only been circulated for 2 years, and you had somewhat of a bearish retest on the previous 9-day close and catching follow through today, but nothing to be concerned about. Just a pullback. It wasn't a bearish engulfing candle. You have bullish convergence on the MACD and the RSI. So no, I don't have any signs of buyers, exhaustion on this higher time frames on others against BTC. So I think it's time to just continue to sit on our hands, and yeah, you get the point, chat. Just the SUI fractal. If you get worried about ours against BTC, look what SUI did before the first spring. There's some kind of chop, whatever sort of chop, and then it went higher, took out harmonic highs, and actually went like SUI right now is like sitting here, almost like at the equally being at all-time highs on ours against BTC. Let's go see Sol ETH. This, oh my god, chat, this is bad. It's not the worst, but it's bad. Hopefully this didn't happen. Why is it bad, chat? Because going back to this, you have this former all-time high manufactured on November 5th 2021, right? This level, 5400 to 5700, actually 57 to 5800 sats on Sol against Ethereum, right? And then this level was so hard to break this year around. You tested it in March, on April, May, July, August, late August, then September, and then you broke it on October and held it as support for the first time, and then you finally went on that run into all-time highs, regarding this previous all-time high, because all the others were like fake outs above all-time highs. This was like a real breakout of all-time highs with a higher low, and somewhat of an impulse, about the 2021 all-time highs. But chat, you just took out the previous low. You were not able to hold the former all-time highs, which is crucial. Like I'm sure you know how important an historic all-time high is for price. Usually want price to hold it. It doesn't mean that it's dead. But now, chat, you have a lower low. You just took out this low, so this wherever it stops selling, you have a lower low, and then when it recovers, you'll be wondering, is it a lower high now? Like, is this done here? Is it gonna hold? Maybe so. It's gonna be like all sorts of like tricky things, because this is an ungodly uptrend. You have higher highs and higher lows. The trend is your friend, and this is currently an uptrend. So as long as we don't see a lower high here, for example, if Sol ETH does this, then it's bad news again, because you have a lower low, then a lower high, then another lower low, and potentially then another lower high, and you're looking at a classic distribution pattern, 3 falling peaks, which this will be the confirmation line, and it will have a nasty drawdown, and Solana losing market share to Ethereum. So on the daily time frame, just closed below the 200 moving average on a 4.2% loss, into the lowest daily close, chat, you've seen on Sol ETH since September of this year, falling below the 200 moving average for the first time on a daily close since July of this year. You're at the 29 point on the RSI, so you're oversold locally here, but you're at the seller's control area, and you just started to print strong negative momentum once again. When you were fully resetted, sellers, started building up that momentum again. So hopefully it's just an oscillated bar, and then today this will close on a lighter green, and you continue to flip neutral, and then you print positive momentum once again. But maybe it's not like you're either looking at this, just an isolated bar, or maybe something like this, where you're just gonna print like 3 negative momentum bars in a row, or maybe even more. Like you can see cases like this one, when you were about to flip positive and then huge negative momentum comes in on like here. So yeah, and I'm gonna go not just with the oscillators. I'm way more interested in price structure here. 3-day. Lowest 3-day close confirmed since August 39. 36 on the RSI, so entering the seller's control area, printing strong negative momentum on the MACD histogram, and all-time lows on negative momentum confirmed. I mean all-time highs. The highest negative momentum you've seen on the MACD histogram on the 3-day time frame for Sol ETH, chat. A lot of selling pressure and momentum on the 3-day. Let's look at the 9-day. The 9-day lowest 9-day close since August 4, printing strong negative momentum in the MACD histogram, but you're 48 on the RSI, so you're neutral. But the thing is that you're starting to play out this bearish divergence here, right? We have this massive high from late 2023 into this lower high of November 2024, right? From this to this, you have a triple bearish divergence. You have a bearish divergence here, from here to here, and then another bearish divergence from here to here. And usually what we've said about a long-term uptrend is that it takes usually 3 bearish divergences in order to get the big pullback, the big trend reversal. And that's what you're looking at here in Sol ETH on the 9-day time frame, chat. My God, why can't this be easy again? Because for now, I know BTC has been going bonkers. I know some altcoins have also been going bonkers, but there's always something going on. There's always an altcoin that's selling off. There's always an altcoin that's losing territory or whatever, losing its ground, it's selling off. We have not seen, everything going up at once this cycle. And I think it has somewhat to do regarding Ethereum not being above 4K, on a sustained fashion, and also IWM not being in price discovery. IWM is the Russell 2000 ETF, which is conformed by the small caps of the US market, the small capitalization stocks, so that's usually pretty bullish for crypto. So maybe the all at once pump will come once IWM is at all-time highs, which I reckon could be at the same time that Ethereum is above 4K on a sustained fashion. All right, chat. Let's look at some altcoins. By the way, if you have any requests, I'll leave them in the chat. Some altcoins starting to look a little bit heavy here. If this wasn't a bull market, I would be concerned here. Look at the resistance here at 33 cents, being regarded as resistance on CHR, potentially putting a lower high here, a confirmation high. Maybe this inflection zone at 200 moving average could work as support, and maybe that's what happens, Chad. Maybe you get a cool off on altcoins for the next 2 months. Who knows? I'm betting that it won't. Sui, bearish divergence argument on the MACD and the RSI. Let's look at Pepe. Bearish divergence confirmed both on the RSI and the MACD, although it's not a triple bearish divergence. You've just been chopping up here. Since I'm bullish on BTC, I think that everything will get propelled either way at some point. APX against ETH. That hidden bullish divergence not being able to be confirmed yet. You started printing strong negative momentum once again. So I think when it gets confirmed, it'll be interesting with a potential type 2 return of this bullish cipher. Link also have a potential bearish divergence argument. Man, altcoins look weaker than BTC, that's for sure. Hyperliquid also have bearish divergences arguments, 16 cents. So maybe we'll get some kind of pullback, chat, before immediate continuation. Although BTC does look like it wants to continue going higher right away. So good. So this is the meme coin composite. It's been bleeding since November 14. Printing strong negative momentum in the MACD histogram once again. Hopefully you put in a low above this low, so you have like a perfect uptrend, right? You have higher highs and higher lows. This will be your high, this will be your low, this will be your another high, and then hopefully we're building and setting down that low. Meme coins against brand new utility coins, downtrend for sure. You have some kind of a confirmation low here, but you need more data, you need more reversal. This could be another lower high regarding this previous high. This case, utility against meme coin. Look at this, man. This is Ina with Blast, Say, and Tia against PopCap, Mog, Mumu, and Pepe. And you just broke this level, the one that you sold off against two, right? This inflection zone, you're back above it, held at a support, and you have this is what we were talking about, hidden bullish divergence argument now unconfirmed but starting to mature and to flip positive. So continuation of this uptrend might be in order for utility against meme coins. Either way, either direction the market goes, you're looking at that on the stickers. All right, chat. I wanted to cover 3-day closes and 9-day closes across the board today. I think we did a great job doing that. Gonna look at total. A total 3. So a lot of coins are looking like how total 3 is looking at right now. This is total. Total looks better. See the 9-day on total. Highest 9-day close with a bullish hammer. Printing strong positive moment on the MACD histogram, RSI on the buyer's control zone at 77 points, and another close outside of the bands. So just going back into the argument that we were talking about on the beginning of the stream, higher prices could be in order for the next 9-day closes on total market cap. So remember to smash that like button on the way out, chat. I'll be going live tomorrow at your regular programming. I hope that you enjoyed the show. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys tomorrow.